Alright everyone, the rain is just beginning to start sprinkling at the moment, so it's garden update time. You know, it's been actually 5 days or maybe even 6. I didn't even realize it. Look at this chamomile. You should look at that. This is going to be solid white, you know, within another week. Lots of little beets. They're still fairly little, but they're starting to buff up on the end. And lots of cabbages. These are all going to be good. I'm going to thin them out more. What I'll do is I'll take and harvest, you know, the smaller ones. Leave the biggest ones. Like, unfortunately, the biggest one there in the middle I'll have to take so that both of those can actually mature, and there'll be about 5 that'll come to fruition totally. The rest I'll use for other purposes. Pretty soon, it's going to be time to harvest turnip greens. What you do is you take every other turnip, you prepare the greens, you can chop up the little roots, they're nice and sweet, and then you let the other ones grow and get big. Lots of Swiss chard. I mean, it's going to be difficult to eat it all. I'm going to have to pick it down probably in another day because no other option. These beets here are doing really well. 1 Brussels sprout, ready to go. Lots of herbs. Nice herbs. Basil, lots of basil, coriander, and parsley, everything under the sun. By the way, I didn't fill the dirt in completely, so some of those bullets were ripping right through the back of this. So, gaping exit wounds. I got to improve that. I've already got the extra soil. I'm going to build a cinder block barrier, actually, you know, for the wood. That's one happy fucking pumpkin. You know, it's not even quite the middle of June, and it's already beginning to branch out. It'll be vining fairly soon. Those lilies are doing really well. Everything here is great. Beans and more beans. These ones are a little bit smaller. They'll still produce. Look at that. Finally, at long last, the gas plant, the Dictamnus alba false dittany, is blooming. It's absolutely beautiful. By the way, oh, those things smell so good. You have no idea. It's a cross between really strong oregano, Vicks Vapo Rub, and pepperoni, oddly enough. Like a meaty smell almost. These will be coming out soon. These are some happy corn poppies. I've refreshed the seed. I used it all up here in order to actually refresh it so that, you know, it wouldn't become inviable. Don't worry, there'll be plenty of that. And you can look and see these. They're still a little bit leggy, but I fertilized the shit out of them with a high nitrogen fertilizer, and now they're beginning to rapidly flower, as you can see. They're greening up. They're beginning to branch out a little bit. This thing will be, you know, more or less green fairly soon. Lots of viruses. I cleaned out the chives. I, you know, got rid of some of the weeds and shit in there. There's rosemary back there, actually, that I planted in there. It has to be, you know, pulled out into a pot every winter, but it's there. Those collards, the ones that came up are doing amazing. I wish there were a couple more here and back there. I'm a big fan of collards, but it's not a problem because nobody else here eats them. Lots of carrots. Again, there's some sparseness in them, but it doesn't matter because there are always flowers that come up. Those tomatoes, by the way, these are a husky, like a grape tomato. These are a standard cherry, and all 4 of those are doing amazing. Look, this is beginning to green up a little bit. The habanero was kind of yellow, but I pounded it with fertilizer. It's doing better now. And these are the Black Prince. They're a little bit more leggy, but they are starting to bush out a little bit. They should be fine. It'll just take them a little bit longer. The peppers are doing amazing. The zucchini back there. Plenty of those. Lots and lots of flowers. More zucchini, peppers, onions. Pretty much a little bit of everything. Would you look at this? This sunflower? It's more than a foot tall already. You'll remember the last garden update, it was a little tiny derp. Now it's massive. I've fertilized this more than almost anything else in the garden. Like, just pound it with the azomite, the kelp meal, everything else. I've got another half gallon of kelp meal coming, actually, at the moment. But yeah, everything's growing pretty well. You can probably hear the cow getting fucked by the neighbor. That's an old joke. The cow sometimes makes random, like, dumbass noises, and I always say that it's because he's fisting his cow. those are cucumber plants. You know, they're doing fairly well. Again, I've got to get rid of some of the stuff around them. But they're buffing up. Again, I fertilized the shit out of them, so they should be doing well. I'll leave you with something pleasant here. Nice dark iris here. By the way, a good song. I'm a little bit biased, though. That's about all. Peace out.